Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Big Skin Addicts here, back again with another video. Still buzzing over the Monday Night Football win last night. Chargers, they just snuck it out. It was a bad football game, but entertaining at the same time. The Broncos are they are what they are, and this is the type of football that they play. So anytime you watch them, you're going to be in for a slugfest, an ugly football game, and I'm just glad the Chargers were able to pull it out. But you guys see the title of this video, you guys see the thumbnail. It's Justin Herbert still injured. Now, there is reason to believe that Justin Herbert is not 100%. I personally feel like he hasn't been 100% since he initially suffered the rib injury in week 2. He's been a trooper. He's played through the pain of the rib injury. It's a serious injury, and when I first did that live stream after the Chiefs game, I was researching some stuff up about the rib injury, and it takes about 6 to 10 weeks to heal. There were some people commenting in my live who have dealt with similar injuries who said that they weren't right for months, took up to 6 months or whatever. So this injury is, I still believe that it is lingering, and there's reason to believe that this injury is lingering. This wasn't the same Justin Herbert that we have grown to love over the past 2 years. He wasn't the same guy last night, and there's evidence, anecdotal evidence at this point, but there's evidence to support the claim that he is injured. The one that there's a couple that actually really stand out. In the fourth quarter, still in regulation, the Chargers had 3 timeouts. It was about 30 seconds left. That third and 1, where the Chargers, Joe Lombardi called a really good play. Justin Herbert had Xander Horvath on a short route, and then he had Gerald Everett on a corner route. And it was a good route by Everett. He was open, and he was heading towards the sideline. So it was a throw that Justin Herbert could probably make in his sleep. But he hesitated to throw the ball, and there was no defender coming over the top either. There was no risk for a turnover. That was either going to be a catch or a drop. And if he did catch it, the Chargers would have been in pretty good range for a field goal. Maybe they possibly could have gotten closer, but they would have been in range for a field goal if Herbert threw the pass, but he did not throw the pass. So that was the first indicator. The second indicator, and for me the most obvious, was the Mike Williams catch. What should have been the Mike Williams catch. That ball was fluttering. It was fluttering. It was in the air for a really long time. Those are normally laser shots from Justin Herbert. I've posted a video of some of his best throws of 2021. He made throws very, very, very similar to that several times last season, and those throws are lasers. That ball was in the air for a long time. It wasn't a tight spiral. Herbert is a tight spiral guy. He's got huge hands, so he throws the ball like a Nerf ball. He is a tight spiral thrower, and that was not a tight spiral. It was kind of fluttering. Mike Williams made a fantastic adjustment, and that should have been reviewed for a catch, but it wasn't. And the throw just wasn't as crisp, and that wasn't one of his best throws. So to me, that indicated that he was injured. Now the last one was the Hail Mary. Again, he's a guy that can throw the ball very, very far. On the Hail Mary, the ball traveled maybe 45, I don't even think 50 yards. It was well short of the end zone. Think it was like maybe close to the 10-yard line where the pass ended up. And that was on the 4th and 1 to go into overtime. So those are 3 indicators to me that Justin Herbert is not right. Now, obviously, the play calling was another indicator as well too. I know a lot of people want to jump on Joe Lombardi, and I'm not a Joe Lombardi fan, but I've always said I'm fair on this channel, and I'm going to be fair here. The play calling last night, once I realized that Justin Herbert may not be right, the play calling last night made more sense. And to be honest, I don't think Joe Lombardi did that bad of a job. Now, can he be better? Of course he can be better. in situations like this, if there is an injury there, Joe Lombardi can be a lot more creative with this offense. He can give different looks. The wildcat thing is always there. A bunch of teams run it. The Giants have been running it a lot. They've had some quarterback injuries as well too. There's just different things you can do, reverses, a lot more motion. There's things that you can do to kind of try to set the defense up to maybe make the wrong read or something. That is a good Denver defense. So I would have tried to put a lot more creative things in the game plan. But as far as just the overall play calling goes, I mean, there was really no correct play to call if Justin Herbert was injured. This play calling reminded me of the Jacksonville game. It seemed like it was a protective game plan, a lot of short routes, nothing really down the field. And if Herbert was injured, it does make sense why Joe Lombardi would call a bunch of short routes and why the Chargers really wouldn't push the ball down the field. And to me, that's what it seemed like. And you couple that with bad offensive line play. You have two of your best offensive linemen out, obviously. You have to bring in Brendan Hymas to play center at one point. The offensive line was just decimated. So this win, to me, it holds a little bit more weight. I'm a little happier now, sleeping on it and just looking at the play of the quarterback, looking at the play of Justin Herbert. He was not right. There was something not right there. Now, the tricky thing about this too is that Justin Herbert has been on the injury report since week 2. Since he had that rib injury. So we're not going to know any more information. Herbert is a private guy, and obviously you're not going to want to give other teams a chance to maybe tee off on him a little more. So I don't expect to hear anything on the injury front. He's been on the injury report with the rib injury, so the Chargers don't have to disclose anything else at all. But if you're a Charger fan, if you have been watching the games, if you've been watching Herbert since he came into the league, you can tell that he's not right. You can tell that there's something up with him. And, hopefully he is able to heal up. Hopefully he's able to have a better week than he did this week. That injury, I don't know if he re-aggravated it during the game last night. I don't know, maybe if it was a thing during the week or something. Again, we're not going to hear anything about it, but that was a very, very, very clear indication last night. Several plays that Herbert isn't right. He's not right, and hopefully he does get right. The Chargers, they have Seattle at home before the bye week. Seattle has been playing. They've been playing okay football. They're not the best team in the world. They're a little similar to the Browns, except less talented in pretty much every area. But hopefully he's okay, and hopefully he's okay to play against the Seahawks. After that you have a bye week, so you're gonna have time to heal up, and hopefully the healing process has started for him, so he is able to at least go out there and play some decent football against the Seahawks. He doesn't need to be great for the Chargers to beat the Seahawks. Again, this doesn't seem right. He doesn't seem right at all right now. But hopefully he's able to go. And the bye week is just around the corner. So if he can just stick it out for one more game, I think the bye week is going to do him some good. Be it for him to be able to just sit down and rest. They should probably tell him not to pick up a football or throw or do anything. He should probably just relax around his house or whatever. Maybe go back to Oregon, visit his family or whatever. But he doesn't need to do a whole lot at this point right now, because it's pretty obvious that he is not 100% or anything close to it. So we'll see how this plays out. I don't expect to hear anything officially, news-wise, but you never know. So this is a story that's going to continue to be there, until Herbert proves that he's 100%. So that's all I got for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me last night. First watch party. I had a great time, really great time. I appreciate all the support, all the comments, all the engagement. Really, it's been really good for the channel. So appreciate you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit the like button on the way out as well too. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.